Today we celebrate the love that didn't end, a bond that didn't break, and a legacy that continues to live on through a daughter's journey. This is Carrying Her Forward. So I know y'all are used to seeing me as the host, but today we're doing something a little different. You ready, Lily?
Let's get it, A. Today we celebrate the love that didn't end, a bond that didn't break, and a legacy that continues to live on through a daughter's journey. Today's conversation is a little different and really special to me. Usually you're the one holding space for others, asking questions, listening to their stories, helping them honor their mothers. But today we get to turn that back onto you. This is about your mom, your journey, your grief, your growth, and the way you continue to carry her with you. So today, I'm not just your cousin, I'm your interviewer, and I'm honored to be here holding this space with you.
Thank you.
Okay? So let's get it.
Whew, okay.
Let's start here.
Okay.
When you think of your mom, what feelings show up first before words even form?
Pride. Pride. I'm very proud to be her daughter. I wouldn't have chose any other woman in the world to be my mom, despite flaws and all. There was no greater mother than mine.
Right. Okay. What is something about your mom that people may not have fully understood, but you did?
Her in general. Oh gosh. Her personality, I would say, was a lot like mine.
Uh-huh.
Either you like me or you don't.
Right.
And it was the same for her. And she really didn't care
Okay.
if you didn't like her.
Right.
But she spoke her mind.
Mm-hmm.
She said what she felt. Even if you didn't ask.
Yep.
I try to do better at that.
Okay.
With asking people, do you want to know first? Instead of telling them what I think. But yeah.
Okay. In what ways do you find yourself becoming more like Deborah Lynn as time goes on?
Gosh, there's so many different things. As a girl, whatever. Oh God. As a mother, I'm very strict with my kids. Not strict, but stern. Have high expectations, but I'm also very open with them.
Right.
I allow them to talk to me about anything that they want to.
Right.
You know, we talk to her about anything.
We were in 7th grade listening to Uchiwali in the car with her while she was picking us up.
We were listening to songs today. Since it's her birthday, we were listening to songs today of her favorites. And yeah, I said, what was she doing listening to them? But I was like, what was I doing in the car listening to them? So I'm like her in that sense as a mother, being open. And I think that's helped, me as a mother with my daughters in our relationship.
Right.
Also, my mom didn't have a lot of friends.
Mm.
And the older I get, the less friends I desire to have.
Right.
Actually, I'm okay not having any, you don't count your family. So yeah, she was to herself and she was okay with that.
Yep.
Cleaning up, that's always been a big thing.
Y'all. She would tell you if you stank.
Yes, Lord.
She would tell you go to the bathroom. You smell like outside.
Right. Yes.
Hygiene, food and hygiene.
Yes.
She not gonna have you going to school smelling crazy, like straight no chaser.
Exactly. Exactly. So when it comes to that body cleaning, house cleaning, all that, she wasn't a big cooker, but she did cook for Mikey and I, so I'm doing that more.
Fettuccine.
I know you ain't talking. Oh gosh, have you ever cooked? I know you're the
all
host.
the time now.
Really?
Yes.
What do you cook?
Everything. I got cookbooks and all, y'all. I cook because I got to. It's not a choice.
Okay.
Like, that's not something that I wake up and it's on my spirit to do. but my
it
kids gotta eat.
yeah, and it wasn't on my mama's spirit either to cook.
Yeah.
But we had to eat, and I think because it was so expensive,
Yeah.
feeding. I don't think I was expensive, but Mikey was. So
Mikey was definitely expensive.
so
Yeah.
feeding us, she had to
His
cook.
friends, they kept bringing it to the house.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so was there a moment after her passing where you felt her presence or guidance in a way that surprised you?
Oh man, there are a lot of moments since her passing, and funny. Some people say, right after my mom passed, I felt this, and this regarding her presence.
Right.
But I think now that I'm grieving is different now. I
Mhm.
really feel it because I wasn't hearing what I should have been hearing when she passed.
Like what?
When she passed, it was just pain. So the voice wasn't clear. All I heard was pain and the loss of her. So now she can guide me because I'm better at that grieving process of what to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is that process like? How many years has it taken you?
So this will be year 7.
Mm-hmm.
Year 7. It feels like yesterday, the night before, when you told me that it was time to have that conversation. Yeah, it's been year 7, but some days it still feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Backstory, I was here in this house with
Mhm.
Ashton, leading up to
Mhm.
the passing.
Mhm.
So you said 7 years.
Mhm.
During those 7 years, when did you think it was okay to finally grieve her? Like, what year was it where it was like, okay, like I kind of got this living in the world without my mom?
Oh man. So when I write my book, I said the first sentence of the book is going to be, "I lost my damn mind."
She did.
and it wasn't, and that was literally when I knew that, literally, this isn't okay. Who I was becoming. That was 2023.
Mhm.
November 2023. So yeah, I think after that, I was able to heal myself,
Okay.
and then able to actually know that it was okay without her.
So what did it? Like, what was it like? You just literally had to just fall apart completely.
Yes, I had to fall apart completely.
And then have her put you back together.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Because I was before then. I mean, Deborah Lynn didn't play, but there was a lot of stuff that I did that she didn't know about before she passed.
Mm-hmm.
But when she passed, I was doing the dumbest things, like tattoos that I'm proud of because they represent her. Bad relationship choices, bad friendship choices.
Mhm.
I was just like a kid again, trying to figure out life because you don't have the person guiding you, to let you know what was right or what's wrong.
Right.
Because whatever I did, even if it was dumb, with the choices I was making in life, I didn't have anybody to call. I could have called you,
Yeah.
but it's nothing like your mom.
Yeah.
Calling and walking you through that. So it was like, what do I do? And that had been the first time my mom passed in my life of not having somebody to take care of besides my kids, of course.
Mhm.
But I've been taking care of Deborah Lynn
Her whole life.
my whole life. So not having that, going through a divorce,
Right.
it was just a lot going on and trying to figure it out, and literally figuring it out by yourself because it was nothing that you could have done.
Yep.
It was nothing that anybody else could have done. I had to figure it out.
Okay, so going through the divorce and all of that, what do you think? How would she have felt about that?
She would have been okay with it. She would have been okay with it. Mm-hmm.
I think so too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My peace.
Yep.
Is what she wanted, and my happiness.
I think so too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you said you've taken care of her your whole life, right?
Yeah.
How does that affect you being the oldest daughter?
I try to do better with Lemery because I know how it is being the oldest. It sucks, man.
Sucks.
It really does.
It sucks.
It really does.
We need to have a whole support group just for oldest daughters.
Yes.
It's not fun.
Yes. And then, my mama battled when I was younger with drug abuse and then alcoholism. So being the oldest and holding those secrets in too, because I remember that it was it was years before I even told, her sister or anybody that she was drinking, that she was having those issues on top of having heart issues and stuff as well. So being the oldest, it was on me to take care of her, to protect her, to keep those things up, to keep her image up,
Yep.
while also taking care of my little brother as well. So
Yep.
it sucks. It sucks. So I try to be mindful of that with Lemery. I never want her to play mom. I never want her to be anybody's mom. She is never anybody's mom.
Yeah.
I've never been the type of mom that, like, when you grow up, you got to be somebody's wife and you got to be somebody's mom. No, first I want you to be a woman.
Yep.
And I want you to love yourself.
Yep.
And then if the rest comes, it comes, because it's a lot. It's a lot being the oldest. And then even, taking care of her, because she lived with me.
Mm-hmm.
So who else was going to do it? When she passed, the funeral, I had to do all that. Not even that, her house.
Yep.
Who was going to handle the business side of things. I had to do all of that as the oldest. So it was a lot. It was a lot.
And have any of the siblings ever came to you and had a conversation like, thank you?
So Anthony, before he passed,
Okay.
he was very grateful.
Okay.
Very grateful. He would ask all the time, what did he need to do? Even with him being in Texas, he would ask about that a lot. Mikey,
The baby.
yeah, the baby. It took years after the fact for him to say thank you. I think because I know he's battling with his own, issues and feelings of losing our mom.
Right.
So, but still, thank you. Sometimes you say, I don't need to thank you. It's not going to equate to all the work I put in. And that was part of the reason why I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot to have to deal with, literally by yourself.
By yourself.
Literally by yourself, considering that she didn't have a husband or anything. It was all on me. So I remember for the first year, I was paying 2 mortgages.
Right.
Here in hers. So it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yep.
All while putting on a smile, going to work, being somebody's administrator every day.
With 3 kids.
With 3 kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lot. It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah. So what is a lesson from your mom that didn't make sense back then, but means everything to you now?
Oh, goodness. I've always stuck by she always said, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter.
She did.
And it's the truth. I've never been one to care what people think, but I've always had high expectations of myself, even like in my career.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even in my education, everything. It was, I had to grow because I wanted people to know all that I've accomplished. I wanted to make her proud and make my dad proud. When I had Lemery at 21, didn't know anything about life, but I wanted her to have a great life. I wanted all these things for everybody else.
Right.
But I never thought about me. So that's I had to realize that I matter too. So, and anybody else, those who matter don't matter, and those who mind don't matter. And it's the truth. And I think that comes with age too.
Yeah.
That comes with age.
Yeah.
My mom definitely didn't mind what other people thought about her.
Okay. She definitely did. She did not. Okay. How has grieving your mom changed the way you love people who are still here?
Oh, man. There are 2 different categories of the people that are still here and how I love them. I know when I lost her, a big thing for me was to pull love and try to get that from other people that were still here. So I would go above and beyond doing things for other people, especially my immediate family, which I won't go into details about. But because I thought that they were what I had to hold on to. But then as life lifed and you reflect on, where are they when things are not going so well for you? It really brought things into a perspective. So I love on those who love me.
Right.
That's all I could give. I can't give to, and that might be a bad way to think about things. Some people are givers, but I give my all to those who love me. And the rest, I still pray for them.
So with that love that you have for your mom, what does your heart feel like? What does it feel like? As somebody who hasn't lost either parent, what does that feel like? You wake up every day and Do you feel like it's a hole that, like, what does it feel like? Like, tell us. We want to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the morning she passed, my heart literally broke. Like literally.
Not like a cheating, my husband was cheating
No,
on me. But
no.
yeah, okay.
You know, we done been there, done
Yeah,
that. Ain't
yeah.
no, that ain't.
Yeah.
No, like literally broke. It broke, and it's never being repaired. It's something that you can't fix. So there's not another person. There's not a thing. There's nothing that can heal that. So, you know, you're a nurse, so you know the body, the skin heals, but sometimes you still have scars left behind from it.
Right.
So, like it's healed because I'm still alive,
Right.
which was very difficult to even survive without her.
Right.
But that scar tissue is there, and it still hurts.
Right.
It still hurts. It still hurts.
So because at the time you were legally still married,
Mm-hmm.
and a mom, obviously first.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go forward? Like, I'm trying to process in my
Yeah.
head, like losing a mom. How do you get up out the bed? How do you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna go to work today? I just can't call in and say my mom's not here. Like, I'm not doing nothing in this world.
Some days.
How do you mother?
Yeah. So just getting up. There were days that I couldn't even get up. And it is funny because it wasn't just because of the heartbroken. It's something that grief does to the brain too.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like it does something to your memory. And I think I've read it says, the body does that, as a protection thing, just like it protects anything else. So it's the basic things that I would forget,
Right.
like the sense of time. I would forget that it's even time to go to work, or that it's time to do something for the girls. It affects you in so many ways. So if it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't have been able to do those things. So I always say that I wish I had more time with her, but the time that I had, she instilled those things in me that I could continue to go on. And on a funny note, thank God for FMLA. Thank God for FMLA.
Yeah.
Ladies, use it. Use it. Use it. Because your mental is forever changed. It's forever changed. And I mean, I'm a Gemini naturally, so I get triggered by stuff, but grief really, like, I would snap on you in a heartbeat. Even the girls. So I had to mother them, because who else was going to do it?
Right.
Who else? Because when you think of, if something happens to me, the first thing you think is my mom.
Okay.
Will take care of them. Now tag you it. But so who else was going to do it besides me? So I had no choice. Just had to keep going.
Okay.
But there are days I did show grace, and I'm very aware of that now. When I need grace and when I don't want to go, I don't, because you have to take that time for yourself, because the rest of the world, I don't want to say they don't care, but it keeps going. It keeps going.
It does.
It keeps going. So when she passed, December 28th, 2019, it was during Christmas break. I had to go. Thank goodness it was during Christmas break, because I had extra time, but I had to go back to work afterwards. And I remember one of the first calls I got, it was dismissal. One day I was an assistant principal, and it was dismissal, and I was getting a call from the district about them wanting me to do lead summer school that year. I'm like, I'm barely here to make it through the school year, but you're asking me to do things for the summer.
Right.
But that's how the world works. It keeps going. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So would you say during that time they showed you grace? Your employers?
No. The principal that I was working for, well, let me clarify, grace during that time frame. So during that, I think anybody, they'll give you about a month, and then like, okay, it's time to get yourself together. But my mom's still gone.
Right.
3 months later, a year later.
Right.
So no, after a while, there was no grace given. or no, people don't think about the why. And I try to do that too with people. Think about the why they're doing things. Instead of me going off on them, I think about why they're doing it and if I choose to engage with them or not. But a lot of people don't think about the why behind the choices.
So does it affect how you, as a boss, big boss that she is, big one, does that affect how you handle people under you now?
Yes. And it doesn't take much. If you take the time to sit down and talk to people, not even talk, I'm a big listener.
Okay.
I talk a lot, but I hear a lot.
Okay.
If you listen to them, they'll tell you why. They'll tell you why they're doing the things that they do. So yes, it makes a difference.
Okay, good. What do you miss about her the most that no one talks about?
Oh man. One of the biggest things that I miss about her is being able to call her every day. I would call her every day when I got off of work, and being in education, there's always something going on, whether it was about an adult or a child. Like, girl, let me tell you what happened today. And I don't have that. And so for the longest, like, I didn't talk to anybody. Like, I held those feelings inside and I didn't talk to anybody about it. So I miss talking to her. I miss her calling me 20 times a day. It drove me crazy. Then I'm like, oh my God, what does she want? We just got off the phone with each other. I miss when I'm sick and I can go lay in her bed. I miss the way she smells.
Can you still smell her?
Yes.
Really?
I can. I miss her voice. I miss the advice that she would have given me with my girls, with having one that's about to go to college now, having 2 14-year-olds. I miss what could have been. I miss when she lived here with me. I miss being dog tired and her waiting on me to go to the store. She didn't care that I had worked whatever time. She still wanted to go do something. So even those inconveniences that I thought at that time I would give anything to have right now.
Really?
Yes.
Do you think she felt like she was a burden to you?
Oh yeah.
Even as a teen, even as a child?
Well, so she left a journal. And when she wrote the journal, it was back in the 90s when she wrote it. So she was in her early 20s because she had me at 18. But even in the journal then, like, she talked about a lot of things, a lot of regrets that she had as a mother, things that she could have done. And that was a beauty in the last few months I had with her here because she talked about a lot of things that she regretted. I remember even up until, when you told us to have that conversation and we talked, she thought she was a burden by if she passed here in my house. So she was like, well, take me to the hospital because I don't want to pass in your house and you have to live your whole life, knowing that. So she did, but I let her know that I told her then I would do it all over again for you, and I would.
Okay. So do you want to give a little backstory about the day of? We don't have to. Did I ever tell you about what the conversation that me and her had?
No.
Fully? Okay. So that day, Auntie Mary was here and Ashton were down in the kitchen. Her mom had been, y'all, dragging the oxygen tank, cigarette in hand. Didn't care. Didn't care. We didn't told her you gonna blow all of us up. You gonna blow the whole neighborhood up. She could care less.
Yes.
Spontaneous combustion.
Yes.
Deborah Lynn. So this particular day, she's dragging it around. Is she outside? I don't know how she snuck past all of us. She outside just smoking. We like, Lord. And when she comes back in, she's gasping for air. It's not like her regular, it's like something's not right. So Ashton and Auntie Mary, I don't know what y'all was talking about, but y'all was talking about something. She just she snuck down. She snuck back upstairs. So she's out of breath. She's like, I'm going to just go lay down. And then I tiptoe up after her, right? So I tiptoe after her and I just see her sitting on the edge of the bed. So the way the room is set, it was in Lynn Marie's bedroom. So she got this little window and then the bed. So she's sitting on the edge of the bed and I'm like, well, what's going on? She was like, Alicia, and just shook her head. And I said, "Are you tired?" And she said, now, mind you, I used to, at the time, I think I was doing hospice.
You were.
And I said, "Are you tired?" And she looked up and she said, "Yes." And I said, "Are you here for Ashton?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "You want me to go get her?" And she said, "I don't know." And I said, "You don't have to stay. Ashton's a big girl. Ashton can do it. Ashton's a big girl." And she was just like, "I'm just so tired." And she kept saying it over and over. And I said, "Well, I'm going to go get Ashton." So when I went back down and I told Ashton, "You need to have that conversation with your mom and let her know it is okay.
Yeah.
It is all right." And she passed, maybe like 8 hours later? Yeah, but she was tired. And she'd been holding on. But that's Deborah Lynn now.
Yep.
She'd been holding on. She was afraid of her little baby being in this world without her, how she was going to handle anything. And Ashton had been going through a lot at the time. It was like she said, separation. We dealing with 3 kids. We dealing with work stuff. It was just a whole lot. And then on top of a mom that's, in her final days. So it was a lot. But I always remember that. And I remember how I just didn't want to go back down and tell you. I just sat there with her. I sat there with her as long as I could. And then I was just like, okay, I'm going to go tell you.
I remember that day, well, that part, I was so tired.
You were.
Because she wasn't getting any sleep.
And you were angry.
Yes, I was.
And Ashton was I remember coming through the door and she said, she snapped down Auntie Mary. I don't know. She was just like a energy.
Yeah.
It's like you knew.
Yeah, but I didn't know. It's like a subconscious. I just remember, I was like, oh my God. Like I said, because it was Christmas break, I was like, I get to get some rest.
Yep.
Because she would be up. This was around the time when she stopped using the restroom. Things, common sense that I know that these are the signs, but I don't know what world I was living in, not being realistic about it, but she was up all night. All I would hear was Ash.
Yep.
And she was getting hot and then she was getting cold and it was just exhausting. And then with that still, the world again doesn't stop. So the girls, still needing things and I was just exhausted. And that's one of my, I've asked her for forgiveness many times for that because I know she saw the agitation and stuff in me and I'm like, but I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again for her.
You would.
Yep. But I do not want to discuss in details the day leading up. But thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So if you could sit with her for one more conversation, what would you want her to know about who you are today?
I'd be like, okay, girl, get your cup.
Okay.
Okay. So
everything.
Yeah. So I would let her know that my crazy behind went and got a whole doctorate degree for her.
She would absolutely love that.
Yeah, that I went, that I did that for her.
First gen.
Yes. It was the last thing to do. So why not? Why not? That I've now been a homeowner for 11 years.
Paid off.
Clock it. That her granddaughters are doing great.
Thriving.
All of them are A and B students. Her namesake, Lynn Marie, is done with high school, taking dual enrollment classes. Going to, can't name the school yet, but going to college. Works at Olive Garden because she wants that money. I was just thinking about, Lynn Marie will be 18 in a few months. So with a job, if my mom was still here, she would have said, "Go get me some cigarettes." Don't tell your mama, use your money, but
Really would have.
Yeah. I'm in a place in my career where I have peace. It's funny how God works. You know, my abilities as a principal were questioned, but now here I am supporting all the principals in Sumter School District. That I have met an amazing man who, God knows, I don't know how he did.
Lord.
But let's be clear, we're both Geminis, so we deal with each other. But that's all God. It wasn't me or him. It was all God and His timing. And that I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Okay. Good. Any more degrees we trying to get?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. What does honoring your mom look like right now? Not in your words, but in how you live every day. What are you doing for her?
First of all, put God first in everything. She was a big believer.
Okay.
She would sit around here. That's all you would hear was her praying and talking to God all the time. So doing that, making sure that she lives and her memory lives. When I meet people, everybody knows. I'm like, oh, I know your daddy. Or they'd be like, they'd be like, which one of the Armstrong sisters? I know Mary, but since my mom was the youngest, not many people know Debbie. But the whole world knows her now.
Right.
And they know her again besides the the negative things, because we all have flaws.
Right.
I'm her daughter, so they see her every day. That not only does she have a daughter that's a doctor, but she has a whole granddaughter that's named after her that's about to go to college. Just beautiful.
Good. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
So very proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of everything that you've done.
And likewise.
Doc. So, and we witnessed this. Your love for your mom is felt in every single way, in every part of who you are, to include how you honor her every single day. And I'm just glad to be here to witness that. And as your cousin, I just want to say I see her in you all the time. Attitude as well. And I just know she's so proud of you and everything that you've done. And I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you.
Yep. And I love you.
I love you too.
And we all love you.
Yes.
And Deborah and her red cardinals.
Yes.
Make sure you kiss them when you see them.
Yes.